I'm Natalia, and I'm from CSUB Antelope Valley, studying business administration with a concentration in accounting.
Hi, my name's Jennifer McElrath, and I'm a business administration major at California State University, Bakersfield.
Hello, my name is Isabel Lopez. I'm a student at CSUB and I'm studying business administration with a concentration in finance and marketing. So, our group was in charge of day 6 and 7 of our trip to London and Paris. So, day 6 and 7 consists of both only Paris, and we were also able to get our free days from London and Paris. And we were able to learn a lot about business and gain new experiences to take back home. So hope you enjoy the documentary. Thank you.
Just leaving London, getting ready to leave London. See you in Paris on the channel.
Day 6 began with an early bird checkout for our journey on the Eurostar, which is a high-speed train that travels through the so-called Channel, a 31-mile underwater rail tunnel that runs through the bedrock beneath the English Channel. The train reaches speeds up to 186 miles per hour, making the journey from London to Paris in about 2.5 hours. In Paris, we checked into the Ibis Hotel in Montmartre, a district famous for its rich artistic heritage and former residents like Picasso and Van Gogh.
Hi, we're in Paris.
We were not only able to admire Haussmann architecture while walking Les Rues de Paris and riding on the tube bus, but also view incredible historic and iconic landmarks, to include the famous booksellers along the Seine.
Now this is the metro.
We then visited the David Hockney exhibition at the Fondation Louis Vuitton. Hockney, now 87, is a celebrated British artist, not only known as one of the most influential British artists of the 20th and 21st centuries, but also is known for his bold, colorful paintings and innovative use of iPads and digital media. Absolutely beautiful. Now it's off to dinner and heading back to the hotel. Bonsoir, Paris.
Day 7, our second full day in Paris. It was amazing, and it felt like we were figuring out the city a little better than we did our first day. In the morning, we got to bake pastries at one of the top culinary schools in the world, Le Cordon Bleu. It was such a wonderful and novel experience, something that I will honestly never forget. So, how it started, our group was split into two by whoever wanted to do the choux pastry or the cherry cake. I chose the cherry cake. It was so interesting how the chef instructed us how to mix all the ingredients and what you were supposed to do and not do. We watched him first, and he would tell us how the mixing was very important. If you did too much, it would ruin the cake, but too little would also mess up the pastry. This reminded me of a business model called the Six Sigma, which is a system built on reducing errors and delivering quality. Just like in operations management, if one step of the process is off, the whole product suffers. Afterward, we had our French language class, the Etoile Institut des Langues. Our teacher, she was absolutely sweet, and she taught us how to say our name and age in French, while also say certain architecture that we saw in Paris in French, which I thought was really cool. And I would honestly take this class again. She also answered our questions like how long it would take for their students to become fluent in French, which she would answer 6 months. I thought was really impressive. It made me appreciate the effort that goes into adapting into a global setting and how much effort they put in teaching their students. The free day in London. It was super fun. We started off at the Tube, and this is Dr. Olson making himself into a flag, which I thought was pretty cool. We then went inside St. Paul's Cathedral. It was absolutely beautiful. Our tour guide, he told us that we could get in for free, but we would have to go during Mass. And luckily for us, we were exactly on time for Mass. Next, we took the Tube and visited Big Ben. It is so pretty up close. The pictures really don't do it justice. I wish we went inside, but hopefully next time I go, I will. Then me, Stephanie, and Christina, we all went on this cute cart. It was to get us to Buckingham Palace because we didn't feel like walking. The man who was driving, though, he was really nice. He was from Poland and talked about his life in London and the kind of tourists he gets. It was really cool, though, to hear his perspective. Then we made it to Buckingham Palace. It was super crowded, but still got a good picture. I found it interesting, though, that the house of the royal family, it was smaller than I thought it was going to be, but still very beautiful. Then we got to see the changing of the royal guards. We came right on time, too, which was super lucky. It was one of the things I was looking forward to most on coming to London, so it was really cool. Then we went to the shops on Oxford Circus, and I finally got some comfy shoes. Then we went to the Waterstones bookstore, and it was unbelievably huge. On the inside, it had 6 floors of books. I was a little overwhelmed, but I ended up getting some books and souvenirs. Then that was the end of the day for London.
After mapping out a few landmarks to visit in Paris, we jumped on a tube bus. Our first stop was the Jardin des Champs-Élysées, and it was relaxing and beautiful. We then went to the Petit Palais and viewed many a masterpiece, including that beautiful ceiling. It was absolutely gorgeous and breathtaking. Then next was the Arc de Triomphe, and afterwards it was on to our finale, the dinner cruise on the Seine. Beautiful ending for a beautiful day. Bonsoir.